Should gospel artists or ministers be paid? When that question is being answered by many people who are brilliant, anointed, and I can count off, I want to put my thoughts about it. Should we pay these gospel ministers? And the first question that runs in my mind is, why are you paying them? And why did you invite them? When you sincerely answer that question, then nobody will have trouble. Why are you paying them and for what purpose? When you're inviting a gospel minister or our music minister, probably, the major reason might not to worship with you. That might not be the case. Because right now, our focus is to try to bring about the administration and the finances to relate with how do you pay ministration to God. But the question is, someone is in Nigeria, you bring them to Ghana. Is ministering to God the reason why you brought them? Okay. That being said or being asked, I find it open to say some of us, we invite some gospel ministers for our credibility of our conferences and for our church and ministry that I hosted. Probably one minister, you can say that probably, look, I hosted Victoria Renze. Wow. Victoria Renze is coming. Victoria Renze is coming. Victoria Renze is coming in our conference. Victoria Renze is coming to our church. That name is what most of us want when we are hosting such gospel musicians. Not that they carry God more than some of your praise and worship team. I want to be sincere. There are ministries that host gospel musicians, but they have very powerful, ministry effective gospel ministers or music minister or praise and worship team or the choir, always ministering Sunday to Sunday. I want you to just be like, take off the pressure. There are churches that have powerful, ministry effective praise and worship team. But during a conference, during a crusade, they want to call someone from Ghana, they want to call someone from South Africa, they want to call someone from Kenya, they want to call someone from somewhere to come as a gospel or a music minister. The question is, are they calling him or her for the sake to minister unto God in that platform? The answer is probably that is one of the reasons, but main reason is for the credibility of the ministry, to attract people, audiences, to mean you are trading the audiences of people by the name of that gospel minister. Yes, you are buying the attention of the society. You are buying the popularity of the conference. You are buying the effectiveness of your crusade by using another man or another minister's name. So some of these gospel ministers, they don't charge ministering unto God in your platform. They charge actually you using their name, you using their presence in your conference. That there's something that their presence bring in the conference, as we talk about social effect. There's something that their presence does socially around and in that conference. Not because they carry God more than you. Not that they carry God more than the praise and worship team. So if really they were selling Jesus, they were selling ministering unto the Lord, that they want 10 million for the sake of ministering unto God in my platform, I will rebuke them. But if you know that their coming is just not because of God, it's because of your ministry, then pay them. It's an open barter trade. You want them for the credibility of your ministry. Some of them you are not known. And you want to call a music minister who is known for the sake of you to be known. Some of you, you know that the attendance of the church is poor during conferences. People are busy, people are busy for that. But you're calling another music minister knowing that the attention they command will always come and attend the conference. To mean you used their personality, their name, their time to buy the attention of people coming to your conference and your crusade. So it's not about that they're selling God to you. Is that you are buying what their personality bring on the table. So if you are buying what their personality brings on the table, then pay them. Don't pay the anointing because you don't know the price of anointing. You can't pay anointing. Maybe don't pay their ministry. It is 5 minutes, 10 minutes. But probably their 5 minutes being there commanded 100 or 10,000 or 2,000 people to join you in the conference or that crusade. The attention people command in the society is a tag of is a price tag to their name. Yeah, it's a price tag. People sell it. Company buy it. When I become famous right now, socially outside, because of the power of the attention I'll command, companies will demand my photos, to use me, to use my name, to use my image, to sell their product. So if you're calling for a musician, the way a company can call for me to sell their product, you're calling a musician, you're calling an evangelist up, not because they carry God more than you or carry God more than any other gospel or minister around your territory, just because you know their name commands territory and there's a high price tag to their name, then you have to pay them. Companies pay for name, for personality, for using the people's. If company pays for using people's image, and if your ministry, for the sake of the effectiveness of your conference, want to use my image, then that is not something to say God said, I give you for free, receive for no. Image you are built. People are anointed for free, by the way. You can go to Prayer Mountain, pay that price for Prayer Mountain, but image people build. And if people have built up their image, they will always want to maintain their image. It's costly. Sometimes you may not love it. So the question is, what do you want? Why are you calling that musician? If you want really God, then probably your praise and worship team has more anointing and effectiveness more than that musician. And if you want to that his attention to attract people in your meeting and in your conference for your ministry to be known globally, then for the sake of using their image, they negotiate on the table and don't complain. Hear me very well. I'm bringing this balance so clearly. I'm not into people selling anointing, ministering to the Lord, going from church to church for the sake of them to be paid. I'm not into it. I can't raise anyone to that. But if we are talking about you wanting an image for your ministry and you want to use an image of another minister, then negotiate on the table. If he has a personal conviction that no matter you are using my image or even even my time, I will come just to serve for free. That is them. But let's not rebuke other people who know that this ministry just need my image. Okay. I'm not promoting, I just want to bring balance. You need to understand that there's a difference between image and the ministration to the Lord. So you gospel musician, probably some of you just want to release CD, release your music in the album, and after releasing album, you just become something to be bought. What accountability will you give to Christ when he comes?